Hello everyone, Wolfie here with a short news recap video. For those of you who are not following the Blue Tracker, there have been new posts about upcoming beta tests. Links to the Blue posts will be in the description. Let's go. First thing, PvP. Upcoming in the next update is increasing arena points distribution at the end of each week, reducing costs on arena points and other points gear prior to the end of Arena Season 1. At the end of Arena Season 1, arena points will be converted into honor points, about 10 honor points per 1 arena point, so it's up to you if you want to grind it or not. Outland faction PvP gear will be coming out earlier than expected, which originally came out with the patch 2.4 Sunwell patch, as a catch-up mechanic for players. And same faction battleground testing will run until Tuesday, pretty much until yesterday, right? Take what you want from that, but it feels like it's good news for PvPers that don't do much of PvE, especially the latecomers. I really apologize to all of my PvP viewers. I do wish I could share your enthusiasm, if you got any, but I find PvP too not my cup of tea. Anyway, moving on. Second on the list is of course beta testing of the tier 5 instances, Serpent Shrine Caverns and the Eye, codename Overlords of Outland, which once again I cannot attend due to my beta access being overseen, and never in my life I won anything on giveaways. Hope dies last, right? Hear that, Blizzard? Fix your part of the problem, don't sell us solutions. First 25-man instances which will take longer than 15 minutes to clear and have more than 2 bosses. Is this too early though? Pretty much, but I don't wanna say it's either their try to keep the population, since the majority of private server folks want to progress over and over again and fast, or try to squeeze some more profit from. Next on the list is the LFG tool. First and foremost, it's not a dungeon finder, so don't mistake it for it. They talked about it back in February and mentioned that it's not gonna be for automated group finding and making, but rather just a way to make it easier for players to look for party members. However, they also mentioned that they're open to feedback and modernizing it. Look and the functionality, I hope, is going to be part of beta testing next week, so make sure to leave such juicy feedback for me, will you? Third point of the list is guild banks, something many players were looking forward to being in the game from the start. Nice quality of life feature that eases officers and guild masters when it comes to guild leading and raid preparation. Now that I think about it, it does actually make sense to introduce it with the long 25-man raids rather than Gruul and Maggie, since it originally came out with Zulaman. But back then, players didn't expect it from the first patch like Hungry Kittens. Next to raid preparation, guild banks are really useful for grindy folks and hoarders who like to have their personal guild and guild bank for materials, buffs, consumables, and so on. For my significant other, the missing of guild banks from start was one of the deal breakers when it came to actively playing. Fourth thing on the list is Daily Quest Hub. Long awaited Shata'ri Skyguard in Terracar and Ogri'la in Blade's Edge Mountains. Apart from some cool items, mounts and reputation, you will get gold, so expect a lot of those. One of the best ways to farm gold in 2.5.2, easy gold, if they haven't started already. Might do one myself. Nevertheless, the questing hubs will be tested or tested again on beta during the next week. One question remains, is the Nethering faction gonna have to wait until tier 6? Only time will tell. What are your thoughts about Phase 2 features and content coming out this soon? Or you maybe think that it's not too soon. I'd like to hear your opinions, hit me with it down in the comments. Thanks for watching, stay safe and have fun enjoying the game. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.